Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us for this unboxing of Floriferous. As you can see here, if I can find it, there we go. It is a game for 1 to 4 players, takes about 20 minutes to play for ages 14 plus. And as you can see here, it's a relaxing card game. I'm assuming kind of like set collecting, where you're going to be building your garden and being floriferous. Let's see how that goes. And then along with that unboxing, we have, because this is the Kickstarter, we have some Kickstarter promos. So let's take a look at this and see what it's all about. I'm assuming just in the vein of all the other garden games that have been coming out lately, that this is just a relaxing, set collecting, but beautiful game. Sometimes you just need those little light games just to sit and relax and not get all vindictive on each other, I guess. Oh, come on. And this one's going to let you build a beautiful garden, it feels like. All right. So right off the bat here, we got the rule book. Our garden awaits. Got the objectives there. The game setup. Gameplay. 1, 2... Okay, well, that was just telling you the gameplay and the elements. I guess this is the actual rules of the game. 1, 2, 3, and then a huge example, it looks like here. Straight to final scoring, so 3 pages to final scoring. It's got a scoring guide giving you some examples. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the scoring's too complicated to figure out, but we'll see. And as you see here, we got the solo play, we got the pesky guests, so I think we're going to have something coming in and trying to mess up your garden. And then we have the scoring, and then just gives you some details on all the stuff. And then we got Pencil First. They have some examples of some of their other games here. Those are always nice to look at. We have some punch outs here. Looks like they punch out pretty easily. And then we have some small cards and some big cards. But it does look like we have some nice little wooden bits here. Oh, that's probably the pesky guest. A little extra baggy there. Pesky guest little solo play. We got some wooden bits here. Let's take a look at the wooden bits. And each of those are different. I guess I can pull them out. This looks like the honey dipper. Oh, I could be wrong on those. I am not one who usually has a garden, so I'm sure there's a lot of things here I'm not recognizing. But cool. And then looks like we got some little flowers here with some screen printing on them. There are 4 different colors, so probably, but it does look like it's a little bit of a different design on each of the different colors. But at least some nice wooden bits. And then, yep. So I noticed on this with the herbaceous one I did, you might look into, if you didn't watch that one, maybe some Dragon Shield Perfect Fits, the sealed kind. I mean, you could just do Perfect Fits, but I do not think, unless you can get maybe some really tight fitting standard, because I think these are standard size cards, just off the top of my head. But it doesn't look like there's much room here if you want to keep the insert. But I do know if you aren't going to be shuffling the deck a whole lot, those Perfect Fit sealed might be beautiful, because then you don't have to shuffle as much and you can just put it right back into this insert. It should fit fine without adding a lot of extra size or anything to the card. But, yep. So, let's take a look at these cards now. Alright, straight off the bat, 4 players. So, I'm assuming these are player aid since there are 4 of them. This gives you a scoring reference, the turn guide, and the card aspects. And then we have just one card here. Probably a goal you can go for an extra 2 points. Then there's just a few cards with these backs. So I'm assuming these are, of course I'm seeing bugs and stuff here. So these are probably just, once again, goals or something that you are going for to put into your garden. And then we have the plants for the garden. See the beautiful back there. And then I'm assuming set collecting, since we have 1, 3s, and 5s here, depending on what you go here. But you can see all the different flowers that you can plant. And I noticed they even did different artworks for each one. Like, it's not the same artwork for tulips, you know. Of course, maybe that has to do with the set collecting. There's the daisies, the lilies. Oh, I guess I can show you both artworks on the lilies instead of just passing through them like that. Oh, mums, poppies. We saw those. Here's some more tulips. So there's multitude of flowers here for what you want to plant into your garden. Oh, I see. It's a different color, different ones. We have a garden gnome there. Little bird bath. Stack of rocks. Yeah, so you can see all about setting up your beautiful garden and what you want to do inside that garden. And back to the same flowers, but different color. Cool. And then we have these small cards here, which I noticed have these symbols that were on the other cards. So these are going to be, I'm guessing, other things in the garden other than plants. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But you can see, same beautiful artwork. But, yep. And then we have the different back, but I'm assuming this is the solo play, the pesky guest here. And this is probably just the solo bot and what the solo bot is going to do in the game and how it interacts. I'm going to put that, make sure I put that back in a separate little baggie. That way they don't get mixed up. And then we're going to look into the promos here. As you can see here, says April showers bring May flowers. So let's check that out. See what it says, a little mini expansion. That way you know if you want to go out of your way to find this and add it to your game. It's got the instructions there, the game setup, and how you add this little mini expansion in. They all have these same backs, so it lets you see. It looks like it's just going to be cards that are going to rearrange how you do and like rearrange your garden, it looks like. Because these definitely look different than the other basic garden cards. So I'm assuming that's what it is. It's going to have, well, actually, and they have those little player markers. So those might actually be part of the expansion also, now that I'm seeing that down there. But we will look into that and see what that's all about. All right, so I had to add this in real fast. And yes, I'm using the Floriferous, but as you can see here, what I was talking about with the perfect fits, if you get these, sorry I don't have the package, these are just ones I had laying around, but if you tuck these in, if I can get it to seal, it's not the actual, like, it's not like a tape seal or anything like that, it just tucks in, and as you can see there, that's going to give you a pretty good perfect fit in there. Like it said, it's perfect fit sealed, and as you can see, it'll slide right in there. And I mean, these will last. They'll protect your cards as long as you're not doing a lot of shuffling. That should work out pretty good for you. But I figured I'd just check that out. That way, if you're someone who doesn't know anything about sleeves, you know what you are looking at. And I'll make sure to put a picture of the packaging. That way you kind of know on the side there. But I do this to a lot of my games. If the game has standard size sleeves and it isn't going to need a lot of shuffling on those. Especially on the player aids and stuff like that, I just put them in these little perfect fits, and it kind of just enough to where it protects it from getting scuffed. Like, these cards don't really need it. They are nice linen finish. Like I said, I'm not showing it. I'm putting this on the herbaceous video. This is going with the Floriferous, but I just realized I had this ready to go. Figured I would add it on there and just kind of show you that. But yeah, but thank you for watching. Have a great day.